Hello guys, my name is Stan and today we're gonna cook a pasta with simple tomato sauce. So to start off, turn your heat on and put the water for pasta as well. I don't pour the whole pot, I pour just half, and the other half I'm gonna boil in the kettle, so it's gonna be faster because we are doing it fast today. So to cook all these things you're gonna need canned tomatoes, onion, some garlic, basil, bay leaf, tomato paste, sea salt, pepper, some chili sauce, and of course olive oil, some nice Italian pasta, and Parmigiano to finish it off. So let's heat our pan and put some oil in. Just like 1.5 to 2 tablespoons, and then let's prepare our onion. So you just have to dice it. Yeah, preparation is key in everything. That's how we make something fast. All right. I think the finer you go, the faster it's gonna cook, so it's gonna be easier and faster for all of you. So maybe this onion is a little bit too big, but still we're using 3 cans of tomatoes because I always think that it's better to cook more sauce and leave some for afterwards because you can always reheat it. So with the onions, you don't want to cook them on too high heat. See, it's just making some sound, so that's just fine. Give them a little mix. So basically I kind of want to sweat them, to make them translucent and sweet. So then we take our garlic. The easiest way to clean garlic, I think, is like to take these ends off and just squash it with your knife. So then you can clean it. Okay, our onion is sizzling away nicely. And soon it's going to be time for our garlic. I think this one needs another smash. Just like that. So with onion, you can dice it quite fine as well. Our onion is starting to color, so I think we can reduce the heat a bit. Just give it a tiny bit more. In the meantime, finish your garlic. And you can put it into. Mix it all up and just leave it to cook. The less you move it, the faster it cooks actually. Okay, our water boiled, so we put it in. Yeah, for spaghetti you want quite a lot of water and maybe a bigger pot as well, but today we're using this one, it's okay. Then you just salt your water. Yeah, we can do it now so we don't forget later. So yeah, now we can open our canned tomatoes. So I think at first I prefer to cook my tomato paste. It gets better flavor this way. To empty it all out, you can pour some water from a tap Just mix it about and pour it in. That's when you can add a few drops of your hot sauce. Just brings a better flavor out. And it has some vinegar in it, so it gives it a little bit of acidity. So you just cook these guys together. Also, I think right now you can put your bay leaf in. Since it's quite tough, it takes more time to get the flavor out. So let's just give it another minute. Cover our pot so it boils faster. So I think it's time to pour our pasta in. Tomatoes. As you can see, these ones are already pre-chopped, so it's easier for us and faster. But anyways, if you buy like bigger ones, you can chop them inside the can with your knife or just with a blender. Yeah, as I told you, we're cooking 3 cans, which is like too much for me or like 2 people. But I always like to keep some sauce and reheat it the other day. So I just want to mix everything around. And also, as you can see, I'm using a big pan, so it evaporates faster and we get our thicker sauce faster as well. I think now would be a good time to add a seasoning. Some freshly cracked black pepper. I like the flavor of it, so I put quite a lot. You could put less. I just reduced the heat a little bit more, because it started to boil up. So all in all, I think it's gonna take us 15 minutes. So as you can see, water is boiling. Our sauce is boiling nicely too, getting some nice rich red color and the flavor too. Nope, went a little bit over the edge. Alright, so now I think we can put our pasta in. So I open it the fast way. So for a single person, I think there is gonna be like enough of this much spaghetti. Yeah, and maybe a few more. Just leave them in. They're gonna fall down. It's also reduced a bit, so the flavor intensified. I think we should taste a bit. You know, if it's a little bit sour, you can put some sugar in. Like a teaspoon or 2 max. If you'd be cooking it longer, you wouldn't need to do this, because the tomatoes would release their sugars and it would intensify. But since we're doing like quick and fast sauce, we can help ourselves with some sugar. Okay, as you can see, our pasta is starting to go down, so we can help it. And just mix it a bit. Alright, our pasta is cooking nicely, getting softer as you can see. So I don't really read the instructions how to cook pasta. I just always like look at it, and when I think it's close, I just try and taste a bit. But this one is a little bit too stiff, I can already tell. So it's gonna be like another couple of minutes. So now for the last part of our sauce, we put the basil in. You put it in the end to keep the flavors fresh. Of course, it would be best to use fresh basil, but since we're in the winter, we're gonna use dried one, as well as the canned tomatoes. If you can only feel the smell of it coming out now, it's really nice. So let's just give it a final taste. Yeah, I think it's really nice now. And add a little bit of fresh extra virgin olive oil. When you add it in the end, it gives just this nice and full flavor. So yeah, the sauce is just simmering gently and nicely. It smells of olive oil as well now because we put it in the last moment. Our pasta looks like it's ready to take out. So I just turn off my stove, drain my pasta. So you drain your pasta. There's still some drops of water left. You keep it because it's nice. You put it back in, and then you put some of the sauce to your pasta, so it's nice and covered. And then you just cook the pasta with the sauce in the same pan for like a minute to finish it off so it soaks up all the flavor. Okay, now it's the time for plating up. And we can pour some of the sauce on top. Then just take your nice Parmigiano cheese and grate some on top. That's for me. Alright, your nice pasta with simple tomato sauce in 15 minutes. Enjoy!